in love with the cocoa. I got it for the low, 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 low.
Hey guys, this is Royal Gaming 16 and welcome back to Doki Doki, a game that I actually enjoyed playing and recording and actually editing too the last time I played it, and so I'm kind of looking forward to getting back into this. I wasn't able to record yesterday. I had a lot of stuff I had to do in my personal life and I also wasn't feeling well, but I'm back to it today, looking forward to playing it. I did get some positive feedback from the previous episode saying that y'all did want to kind of see a series on this, or at least see where it goes, so we'll at least proceed with the second episode for now. But I believe, yeah, I'd saved twice for some reason. I'm not really sure why I did that. Bear with me 1 second here. Alright, so let's get back in. You can use the skip button to fast forward the text you've already read. That's great. Who should I show my poem to first? First, let's have Sayori listen to it. Most comfortable sharing it with her first. Yeah, because we know her the best. You know, we had left off back here before we had let people read our poems. And I believe from the last episode when we wrote the poem, Sayori was the one who was jumping up and down, excited the most from the words we put. So we'll see how that goes. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. So good. No, it's not, but okay. I love it. No idea you were such a good writer. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. See, I'm not a good writer, but I enjoyed reading. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. That's fair. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a... It's okay, and that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Okay. No, don't do that. You're so weird. Well, I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm staying in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Like me. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if she sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh, dear sunshine, the way... Hold on, let me... Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I didn't see that one coming, but I actually kind of like that. That's actually kind of good. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yep, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. That's fair, I do too. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Well, this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, who next? It was Yuri that I like. Yeah, she's the purple hair and yeah. She stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Okay, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. Jeez, man, I want to be that good at knowing how to decipher things like that. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Heck yeah, she does. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. That's fair. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if she's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Oh, it's so cute. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, not gonna lie. For some weird reason, hearing the paper, like, you know, the paper sound actually scared me for a second. Like, I don't know if you saw, but I kind of went back because it felt like a tiny jump scare. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Ghost under the light. Okay, here we go. Ready for this? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Oh, I like it. Oh, I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Hey, that's what my handwriting looks like, so don't you insult me. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Really? That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. That's so cool though, how she describes that. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It is, actually. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, I'm gonna go Natsuki next. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like... That's kind of what I expected from her. Okay, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for you. Do you want... That's fair. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, that's great. That's great. Wait, hold on. Ready? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can... Sorry. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I mean, it's true though. Alright. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? That's true. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I agree. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica! Hey, Monica. Hey, Podeg Monica. Hi, Josh. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. That's good leadership. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha, don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Didn't I say Latin? Never mind. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but she and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. I sound like Yuri. But in any case, her writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. That's a good point. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Oh, that's sweet, see? So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Monica, presenting Hole in the Wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, sure. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, that's a good point. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Okay, boomer. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Josh did too. Flashback. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. I'm pretty sure I pronounced particularly wrong, but that's okay. Which I haven't yet. And Josh liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly just, the music cut out. Oh, did my headphones die? No? Hold on. No? Okay. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That actually scared me, even though it shouldn't have. That's not what you're just, she stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that, oh no. Here we go. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one, oh no. Oh no. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Josh, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have ever happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Well, sometimes. Help me explain that to her, Josh. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be, why do I get a choice? See, I want to go with Yuri on this one. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why she felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. You took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean, and Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all. Oh, I will say he said some really good words there, but yeah. Without warning, she snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in. Oh, no, don't do that. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. Across the room, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know... I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Aw. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hey, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. She beams at me. It truly has been a while since she and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew, you know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Well, it looks like she still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Ooh. We'll just have to see what the future holds. I pet her on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use her as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. All right, poem time. Punch. I like the music. Why? Why is that? Okay. Determination. Oh, okay. Excitement. Scars. Ugh. Secretive. Graveyard. Starting to see some interesting words. Infinite. Games. I'm not gonna go with headphones this time. Vacation. Extreme. Trying to go with what Yuri likes. I really am. Passion. Existence. Horror. Yes. Eternity. Together. Unrestrained. Sensation. Not anime. Essence. Romance. Whisper. Peaceful. Marshmallow. Memories. Fireworks. I feel like that was kind of more of a tie between the two, but I think I got more for Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hello. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Well, I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Aw, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Huh? Why's that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. it. Nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down, lets its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening to anything. Wasn't eavesdropping. Definitely not. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Josh to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. See? That is advice. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution, okay. There you go. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. She knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come for her for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. Something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. The fat, that actually scared me. Ow, what was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. She glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. She hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. She rapidly tears open the wrapper, takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Takes a bite of her own. Yours looks really good, too. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Gets out of her seat and goes behind her, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of her cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Not fool, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? She glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us. Looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. She smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki wouldn't have complained to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, and Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri. Okay, we're gonna save right there. We are gonna go ahead and save right there. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode here. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment what you thought, and subscribe for when the new videos come out. Of course, I'll be trying to do them as frequently as possible. I'm going back to work here soon. I am an essential employee, so I'll be having to do that. But yeah, if you did enjoy, like I said, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. This is Royal Gaming signing out. Bye.